In this tutorial, we'll look at all the ways in which we can modify the document, that is creation, insertion, removal, cloning, and we'll also look at the old school usage. So I have actually, so we have this HTML file here. I have added this style tag here, which is having this success class as such, and then we are doing this. And I have added this small div element here with the class success, and I have done this. So let's see how it looks. It looks kind of nice. Okay, I just wanted to do this because we have not done anything nice till now. So let's just continue with element modification. So first we will learn how to create an element. Document dot create element. Okay, do that, and then whatever is the name of the element that you want to create. So for example, if you want to create a paragraph, you just put a p there. If you want to create a div, you just put a div there. So you have right now created a element, and you want to store it in particular variable, right, or an object, whatever. So let's just create a variable called lm. You always do, and then this is how you create. So let's console.log this element. So when I console.log out this element, you can see that you will get a nice p tag over here. So now we will look at the text node. Okay, so how to create a text node. So you can just use document dot create text node, and then you can maybe put in some hello or something like that inside it, and we'll console log it out. So you can see that you got a text which is hello. So I have again created an element which is p. So let's do console.log element. So you got a p tag. So say you want to add in some features to that, or maybe you want to add in some text in that. So you can do inner html, right? This is something which we had actually seen previously. So maybe you can just do I, or you can use even text content also. That is one more. So it should be lm, right? So now you have p and you have hi inside, right? So this is how you can actually do that, and you can even get in class name. So you can type lm dot class name, and you can give in a class name. So if I give in a class name called success, you will see that it will give this kind of a border. So let me do that, because we have created a class name. So class name, I'll give in a class name. I think it's small c here, beginning. So I'll give in a class name called success. We have created that class, right? Let's see what happens. You'll see that actually you have a paragraph tag which has a class success. So now how do we insert this particular thing inside the DOM? Okay, that is what we are going to do next. So you have functions here called append, prepend, before, after, replace with, and you have so many functions here. So let's look at all of them in a bit of detail. Okay, so we have created an element. So let's just append the element. So if I do document dot body dot append, so you can use it this way, right? And whatever is the element that you want to append. So lm is the element that you want to append. So you can see that you got a small thing like that. Okay, and it doesn't have anything inside it, right? So now I have made lm.inner html hi, and then if I refresh the screen, you'll see that you get a nice hi with that particular. So this is how you can actually append to a. So let's start again afresh and look at all of these things in a little more depth. So here I have created an element which is going to get the first div. Okay, so the first div is basically this one here. Okay, with the ID first. Basically, it will get both the. You can see that here I have console.logged it, and then I'm getting another. I'm creating a new element called li, and I'm going to store it in new li, and I'm putting the inner html to be prepend. So let me prepend it, because we have named it prepend. So let us see where exactly it is going to go. It came before the beginning of the li. So we are using lm, which is the parent node when you use prepend. So now I'll just copy this whole thing, and let me make this append. Okay, and let me do append here also. So now you will see that you will get a new thing here, append. Okay, I have to change the variable, right? So I'll make it li2, li2, and li2. So you can see that append comes at the end of the list, where lm is a div. not the list. Perfect. So now let us do before and after. So if you do lm dot before, and maybe we'll just put in this string here, okay, before the element, you will get a, so this part, only this part is the div. So if you see the div which I have put here, you'll see that prepend and append are part of it, but before is not part of it. After, but after, get after, come after the. So this is how the whole thing with respect to append, prepend. You guys can just try out replace with on your own. So now if you look at other ways of actually replacing, you have something called insert adjacent element. So you can use before begin, after begin, so before end and after end. So let us look at all of them. So you can use this for all these two things also, insert adjacent text and also insert adjacent element. So I'm just going to comment out this much part of it. So how do you do this? So you have to again do lm dot. So let's use insert adjacent HTML, and then first we'll use before begin. I'll just type in before, okay. So let us look at what happens here. So you got only before because I've commented of all. So before begin actually goes before the div. So now you can actually do after begin also. Let me just do after here and make this also after. So this is going to be the first li actually, something like that, but it will be inside the div. You can see that it's inside the div. When you put before here, it is not inside the div. I'll show you that also. That if you will see that now before is not inside the div. So that's what I meant, is meant by before and before begin and after begin. And similarly before end and after end also work. So we'll try that out with maybe using these two things, which is insert adjacent text and insert adjacent this thing. So insert adjacent text, do that. Let's do before end here and here before and thereafter. That's that. So now if I refresh it, the before comes, the end inside, okay. But if I do after end, so you will see that before will come after that, after these li's, okay. So it's not part of div, not part of div. I can actually show that with little more better example. So when we had before end, so when I just go here, see the before is also highlighted, okay, but when I had after end, it is not highlighted. That is something which you saw. Just rewind back 2 seconds, you will see that. So in the similar way, actually the insert adjacent element also works, where you can actually insert an element. So now let's go ahead and look at removal. So if you want to remove this node which you have added, so you can just do lm dot remove. It will remove the full div. So you'll see that the full div actually vanished. It's there here, but it's actually vanished from here because you're doing console.element here. So it's actually stored in the variable, but that's how it happens. So now there is something called cloning of the nodes, okay. That is little bit different from all of this. Create a variable which is called lm2, and then let's equate it to lm1 lm dot clone node, and inside that let's give, you have to give a value true or false. Let's give true and let's see what it is, and then we'll give false and then we'll see what it is. We will insert this element after this, okay. So I'll do lm dot after and I'll put in lm2. So after the previous div, we'll have this div again. So you'll have two divs. So you will be able to see that now. So you have li1 li2, which is one div, and then you will have this lm2 basically is giving the, this is how you can clone. Let me just console.log this lm2, see what happens there. So you will see that both the divs are exactly the, and it's got from different lines also. So you can see that, right? This div has this and that div has. So now if I make this truth value false, let's see what happens. You will see that the div is actually created, okay, but the elements inside it are not. Okay, that is the meaning of truth and false. So True means it takes whatever is there inside the element also and copies it, but false means it takes only that one particular tag and it does that. Perfect. So now that we have completed most of it, let's look at the old school ways. I'm doing this is because they are helpful and they will help you in some places, but it's not used because it's old school, but still you should know it. We are doing a full-fledged course. So you can do document.write. So that is the first old school thing that we'll look at. Document.write. It's a very old school technique. You can just do hello. So you see that towards the end of this thing, you're actually just inserting hello. See, the old school way actually gives us some more interesting properties here. That is parent.append child. So when you append child and when you do the node, it's going to append it in the beginning. It's going to append it over here. So if you want, we'll just look at it also. So now I have just created an element and I have cloned it like how we have done previously. So this is, I'll make this true. So let's do element.append child. Okay. So here I'm going to append lm2. Let's see what happens here. So if I actually go the div, that is this div, this lm div, it contains the whole thing. So it has 2, and then inside this div you have one more div. So that's how it is. You insert it at the end. Okay. So if you want to do insert before, so you can do that also. So you have insert before. So you want to insert before this particular li, say for example. So let's actually do that. lm dot first child, or you can do lm dot first element child also. That also. So if you see that now, you get first this div, okay, and then you get these. Now you want to replace the child. You want to replace something with something else. So let me show you how to do replace child. So if you see that actually the li1 which was there part of this div has vanished, and in place of that you've got this whole. So say you want to remove the first child. Okay, so how can you do that? You can just do it this way. See, lm dot first element child, let's, because the first child will be the node. So you can see that li actually went, and you can see that here and here. If you have watched the video till here and if you have gained some knowledge from it, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, please like the video also, and click on the above video there which is there right on top to go and watch the next video of this series.